The USDA confirms it's the first case of New World Screwworm in New Mexico, and it's close to here in the South Plains. A dog in Lee County marks the 5th confirmed case in the U.S., with the 4 other cases in Texas, including a calf in LaSalle County and a goat in Gillespie County. It was previously reported the dog was located in Andrews County, but the USDA reclassified the case for Lee County, stating the vet who reported that case is in Andrews County. The dog's travel and exposure history are still unknown, but state partners continue to investigate. Federal and state teams now have dozens of people on the ground trapping, testing, and tracking the parasite, and they're ramping up sterile fly airdrops along the border and around infested areas. Governor Abbott is escalating the state's response for the screwworm outbreak, activating the Texas State Emergency Operations Center to level 2. Multiple agencies are now working side by side in Austin, including the Texas Animal Health Commission, Parks and Wildlife, AgriLife Extension, State Health Services, and the Department of Agriculture. The governor says protecting ranchers, livestock producers, deer breeders, and the broader Texas economy from this pest is a top priority.
Here's what Texans can do right now. Check your animals daily. Check for any wounds, even small wounds like tick bites on navels or newborns or other openings. Treat wounds promptly and work to reduce fly populations around your operations. Report immediately any suspicion of New World Screwworm in wounds to the Texas Animal Health Commission. Anyone can report.
In rare cases, New World Screwworm can affect people.